Good morning, guys. What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm watching HTGM. It's sitting right over $3 now. I want to see it hold support over 3 and keep pushing up. Possibly breaking that 327 high of pre-market. So going to be watching that one. Watching OPHT. Although this one gave up a lot of those gains. Watching it over $3. See if it can break. Watching MYO. This one had a huge day yesterday. Went all the way up from its low at 5.56 to its high at $11.40 yesterday. And so it's sitting over 8 now. I want to see this one hold support over 8 and continue pushing up. So we're going to be watching this one. Watching TCS. This one's pushing up in pre-market and after hours. I want to see this one hold over 450. So we'll see. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat as well. What's up, Dave? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, huh? It's cold here in Texas today, man. Yesterday was hot. Yesterday was like 80 something degrees. Today it's like 30. So southern Texas weather, you know. But I'm also watching IZEA, although I don't think I can trade this one on UStock. They need to add this one because this one's been a former runner for sure. But watching it nevertheless. IZEA pushing up, broke $4 in pre-market and after hours. Went all the way up to 480, sitting over that 450 level now. So watching it. Watching OAS. Good morning, Tran. Abby, you want to contact me? Email beginnertrading@gmail.com. Or just go like our Facebook or Twitter page and send me a message on there. Either one. What's up, What's up, Report? Kind of. I mean, I don't really call myself a teacher, but I try to kind of share what I've learned, you know, if that makes sense. I have video lessons and stuff, so I can teach if you're interested, you know what I mean? I'm still a new trader myself, and so, but I've been a profitable new trader. All right, so watching IZEACE OAS. This one popped up, gapping up, hit 1156. Want to see this one break this 1150 area. Watching it over that. Watching MTCH. Oh, this one's a little bit more expensive, but it's sitting right at $30 now. Closed yesterday at $26.90. And so watching this one to hold over $30 is what I want to see this one do. See if this one can hold. Good morning, Grant. Good morning, Pierre. Yeah, I'll be go to my Twitter is at here. I'll go ahead and include a link to my Twitter, so you could just send me a message on there or on Facebook. You know, either one. Let me see. Yeah, if everybody wants to go like this, we appreciate it. Here's my Twitter and my Facebook. Give me a second. I'll get that for you as well. Here's my Facebook as well. So yeah, everybody go like and follow me on there. But yeah, just send me a message on one of those, Abby, and I'll talk to you about it. Alejandro, I mean, it depends. It depends on how fast it's moving, how extended it is. A lot of times I'll buy it as soon as it breaks that pre-market if it's early, you know. Usually those are a little bit shorter term trades. I don't try to hold those for very long because, you know, at the open it's the most volatile part. And so they can always reverse really quickly and turn the other way. And so if it starts to go the other way, I cut losses fast. But I try to make those a little bit shorter term trades. What I do is I look for pre-market high breaks first. And then if I don't see any of those or if I miss my entry with those, I'll look for a 1 minute pullback and get in after that, you know. All right, so I'm gonna look to see if there's a few more. I'm gonna go ahead and add my watch list to the chat so you guys can see it. Sure. All right, so here's my watch list. Let me see. Am I missing one? HTGM, OPHT. Yeah, this is it. So I'm gonna go see if there's a few other movers. I know somebody in here said ONCS. Let's look at that one. I need a new computer. Oh, I do like ONCS. I didn't even see this one. This one's pushing up really nicely. A lot of really obvious flag patterns on this one. And so good call out. Yeah, I'll watch this one for sure. What else? See if I could find anything else that's moving. I heard some people talking about DRIO. Although this one's barely even moving. Yeah, unless it picks up some volume. DGLY is sitting popped up almost to 250, reached a high of 250. So watching DGLY as well. That's a decent one. Let me see what else. SPI gapping up all the way to $1.02. Wow. This one doesn't have a big range. It may be a merger or something like that. Just because it's not moving that much, I'll have to check the news on SPI. INFN gapped up some but gave most of it back, and so it's not my favorite one. Yeah, I think that's about it. That I see moving right now. I'll keep looking, but let's see. EYES kind of pushed up and gave a lot of it back. VICL kind of same thing. Made a big push, gave most of it back. MBI is pushing up nicely. Check out MBI. Let's see. So right now I have TCS, HTGM, TCS, MYO, ONS, ONCS, IZEA, MBI, OAS, MTCH, DGLY, and SPI. I'm going to go check the news on SPI right now to see why it's moving like that. Could be a merger or something like that. Let's see. PTX, MBOT has news. Yeah, these two need to pick up some volume before they move, but they're moving. Okay, they're moving decent, you know. All right, so I'll go ahead and add my new chat, my new watch list so you can see it. MYO. ONCS. ONCS is probably one of my favorites. That and HTGM. We'll see if it actually follows through. But it's pushing up nicely nevertheless. And so I'm going to be watching those two for sure. Now I'm going to go check to see what the news was on SPI. To see why it's kind of moving like that. Let me get my phone out and check on check what the news is on that one. So the last news story I see using my phone is from October. Let me check Thinkorswim. That's what it looked like, Andre, a reverse split. That's kind of what it seemed like. Just because you could see SPI, like it gapped up a huge amount, but it didn't actually go anywhere. And so usually a big gap up like this is followed through with some volume. This one didn't have any volume, so I knew something was up. A reverse split makes sense. Appreciate it. I mean, and it could run. I think DCIX had a reverse split, didn't it, the other day? And it ran, you see how much it ran, and so it's possible it could run, but more than likely probably not going to, I guess. We'll see. See what these shipping stocks are doing today. You know, I mean, it had a pretty big red day yesterday, but it still held about half of this big push it made, and it looks to have found some support right here at $14. And so we'll see if it kind of can rebound this morning. Got to be really careful with it though. See what TOPS, it had a big day the other day. It's all the way back down to 184, moving really crazy in pre-market. So yeah, TOPS and DCIX are still following each other, it looks like. SHIP is doing the same thing, and so these are all following each other. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on those. Maybe my other computer or my laptop, watch those from there. My screen is dim. Abby, you mean like dark? Or you mean blurry? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Andre. Just because if it traded lower, if it traded higher than the reverse split, it could come back down to kind of meet where the reverse split was. Alright, so ONCS dropping. This is a huge gap up. It closed yesterday at 125. It's up to 228 now. So $1 gain on ONCS. It's still flurry. Maybe try, if you go to the settings and you go to the little gear thing on the video, just go to settings and go to quality and maybe hit 1080p. It might be clear. But yeah, we'll see if HTGM, the volume's really nice on ONCS. So the more volume, the better the momentum plays. It's dropping though. We'll see if it can hold. HTGM doesn't have as high of volume, it looks like. Let me see. I don't know why it always does this. I like my volume bar separated like that. I don't know why it always does that. I guess I have to save it as a setting on Thinkorswim. Yeah, the volume's not that great with HTGM. It's really nice on ONCS, a lot of volume. And with TCS, not great at all either. But we'll see. Volume's nice on MPI. At least towards this end of this push. Nice volume on MPI here. And I wish I could trade IZEA. It's pushing up nicely as well, testing that high of pre-market now. Just broke over it. You could look at IZEA. I just can't trade it on UStock. Don't have any Robinhood trades left. But it just broke over this previous high here at about 487. Or 477. And so... yeah, so Morris says to do a full screen. It helps. The fuzz goes away and the brightness is fine. So yeah, maybe go to full screen. I know you won't be able to chat there, but it might help the fuzziness. Appreciate it, Boris or Morris. Yeah, I actually had a guy arguing with me on Facebook. He told everybody to watch out because I was a scam. And I told him, I was like, look, man, you haven't seen this. I was like, I have a small YouTube channel that I live stream my trading day every morning. I was like, I don't charge for anything. I don't make you sign up for anything. You know, if you want to watch it, great. If not, that's fine too. But I'm not selling anything. I don't have any customers. All I do is live stream. And he kept arguing with me about it. But yeah, I don't sell anything. He kept telling me I was a scam. I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know how, but I thought that was funny on Facebook. All right, so IZEA pushing up to 494. Abby, so you click full screen. If you look at the bottom of your YouTube video, there should be like a little gear that says HD on it. You click on the gear and you go to quality and you can pick 1080p, 720p, 480p, stuff like that. What's up, Abby? I know, it was funny. He was like, he's like, everybody watch out. This is most likely a scam. And I was like, a scam? I was like, I'm on YouTube. I was like, my link is youtube.com/beginner trading. You know, it's not like I have some sketchy link to go follow to. And I was like, I don't charge for anything. I was like, all I do is live stream. So if a new trader wants to see what it's like for another new trader, you know, when he's trading the market, he can watch. If not, that's fine too. I don't charge for anything. Everything's free, you know. All I do is live stream. I could tell he might have been a little bit older and not really understand kind of what's going on with like trading in the market. And so he might think any type of market trading is a scam, you know. But I thought it was funny. Yeah, Grant, haters are gonna hate, bro. Always, you know. Alright, so HTGM went under $3. I'm watching this one for the obvious $3 break at the open. Needs to pick up some volume though. ONCS dropped down a little bit. Looks to be finding some support at this 225 level. So we'll watch it over that now. IZEA, I can't trade this one, but if I could, I'd be watching it over 5 and kind of see when it does right here. I want it to hold support over 482 if I'm watching that one. Yeah, Marwan, I have MTCH on my other monitor. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's flagging really nicely as well. You can see it popped over 30, came back down, held it as support, and then started to push up. It's testing that high of pre-market now at $30.60. And so, not too bad of volume since this one's a more expensive stock, and so obviously people are going to be buying less shares of this one, and so the volume's not too bad for a $30 stock, you know. All right, so there it goes, popped up to 31 now. Yeah, guys, you can see this is just a simulator, my DOS Pro simulator. I forgot to sell DCIX yesterday, so I'm glad it's not real money because I'd be down 11,300. I guess I'll hold on to it to see if I mean, it's just paper trading. And this is why, like, paper trading is good to, like, practice your strategies, but you have no emotional investment in it. And so, you know, even if you go on a different broker and use tiny sizing like I do, I think it's more beneficial than paper trading. You know, just because you're using real money, even if it's really small sizing. And so, paper trading, you don't care how much you lose, you know. I do like DOS Pro's paper trading platform, though. I miss the DOS platform. Alright, so I'm watching ONCS here. Let me make sure I can even trade some of these. Oh yeah, RLOG was a big mover yesterday. What did it end up doing? Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It dropped a significant amount, but it has some volume in pre-market and after hours, and so I might watch RLOG as well to see if it kind of pushes up, test that 150 area maybe. MYO's dropping big. Dropped under $8 now, so not my favorite one right now. Alright. So TCS is a shipping stock as well, but it's pushing up when all the other ones are kind of dropping, so we'll see what it does. And MBI is still pushing up really nicely. It bounced off of $9. So we'll see if it can run as well. It's up from just under $7 all the way to $9.30. So big push, big gain with this one. Popped over 9, held it as support. Let's see if it kind of flags right here, breaks this 940 area, and then tries that 950 point. Watching that. But man, look at all the support ONCS found right around this 225 level. Sideways action going on. We'll see if I jinxed it here and it drops under this. Also watching OAS, although it doesn't have the best volume, but it's gapping up some still. Not too bad of volume, but not great. So with this one. Made a nice push here in after hours yesterday. Got up to 1156, so watching it over 1150. And MTCH is still running all the way up to 31.25 now. Flagged really nicely over 30. Also watching DGLY. Had some volume in after hours yesterday, it looked like. There goes ONCS, big drop, finally broke that support level. And DGLY needs to pick up some volume as well. We'll see what it does here. Watching that one to see if it holds that previous support. It's pre-market, you know. I mean, people, sometimes it's insiders that work for the company that know something, and they're trading it using huge sizing, maybe trying to buy it or sell it before it goes up or down. You know, it's just people trading pre-market. Some traders only trade in pre-market, and they just ride the gap up, you know, which kind of works. Like if a stock starts to gap up, you know, in my opinion, more times than not, it will continue in pre-market. You know, sure, there's always those cases where it gaps up in after hours and then drops huge in pre-market. Like, those are going to happen too. But in my experience, more often than not, if a stock starts to gap up in after hours, it will continue in pre-market. And so theoretically, you could buy it in after hours, ride for the gap up in pre-market, and then sell at the open for some profit. You know, and I know traders that do that as well. And so, you know, everybody has their own kind of niche in trading. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go make some coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna go make some coffee real quick. But Pierre, yeah, I lost my SureTrader account when I first started it about a year and a half ago. So I deposited 1,500 into SureTrader. Quickly lost most of that. You know, I continued to deposit a little bit in $500 increments. I probably deposited $3,000 total into SureTrader and lost all of it within a few months. And so I kind of took some time off, studied my losing trades, and came back using Thinkorswim with only 3-day trades a week, but much smaller sizing. And I was profitable in Thinkorswim, and so I moved over to UStock since it didn't have a PDT rule and I could trade as much as I want. And I've been there ever since. But I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go make some coffee. All right, what's up, guys? I'm back. All right, so you said TRIP is running it up. What's up, Anthony? You said TRIP. Definitely some movement. Starting to reverse here in pre-market. See if it breaks this 350 level. Let's see. Yeah, DGLY's buyout hype. I'll have to go check the news on that one. IZEA pushing up, just broke over that pre-market high. Over $5 now. Reached a high of 516 at 505 right now, so we'll see what it does. PRMW. Let me see. I'll check Thinkorswim, see if I can find any news on that one. See kind of why that one's moving like that. It says PRMW operating metrics are released. And so I guess that's good news. It also raised its sales guidance from 283.5 million to 287.5 million. To 284.5 million to 288.5 million. So it raised that. Let's see. TCS kind of popping up here. Up to 488. I'm going to watch this one over 5. All right, so we got some movement in pre-market this morning. Hopefully we can get some follow through here and some good setups this morning at the open. But yeah, guys, if you're just now joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Everybody do me a favor and hit that like button on this stream right now if you want to help support us. We definitely appreciate it. But yeah, TCS pushing up. Looks like it had a volume spike, but I don't see it on the chart. So yeah, barely any volume with this push. Maybe just a few traders pushing it up like that. HTGM definitely kind of slowed down here, moving sideways. MYO pushed back up over 8. Watching that one. ONCS is kind of flagging downward. We'll see if it can hold over 2, as well as this previous low at 209. MBI as well. Kind of decent volume with this one. Slow grind up. Got all the way to 940. Gonna watch it over this 950 level. SPI had a reverse split. That's why it's gapping up so much. Man, it gapped up from 12.5 cents all the way to $1.16. Crazy gap up. DGLY, buyout news, buyout hype, buyout news for this one. OAS needs a little bit more volume in my opinion. It's at $11.30 now, so not my favorite. TCS needs to pick up the volume as well. Alright, so we got 10 minutes, guys. Hopefully we can all make some money today. Yesterday I actually had a red day. It was like a $2 loss yesterday, so very, very small loss. I didn't get into anything else after the stream ended, just because I didn't see anything really moving. It was a tiny loss on the day, you know, almost break even, and so I wasn't too upset about it. Just a really small loss. Not a lot of good setups that I saw yesterday, so hopefully today we get a few decent ones at the open. Astropat, go Astros, man. I'm in Houston too, but BPMX, get real time on Thinkorswim. You just got to switch over. Like whenever you sign into it, you can pick either paper trading or you can pick, you know, like a real account. You just need to go to the real account and you should have real time with it. At least I do, you know. So like whenever you go to sign in, there should be something on the top that says either paper trading or your real account. I can't remember what it says, but you just go to your real account. Yeah, RLOG was crazy. BPMX. Oh, I do like BPMX. A little bit cheaper over stock, but that's okay. Sometimes I like to trade these little cheap ones. Gonna watch this one for sure. Really nice volume spike. High of 29 cents. We'll see if it keeps going. It closed yesterday at just under 21 cents. And so we'll see if this one can move up. Let me see. Yeah, RLOG was crazy yesterday. And I mean, it's not bad now. I mean, it's dropping, you know. But after that huge push yesterday, let me see the 5 minute. You know, I mean, it still held about half of these gains. And so we'll watch it. I'm going to watch it, you know. All right, so BPMX up to almost 28 cents, 27.5 or 27.8. Gonna kind of keep an eye on these shipping stocks as well. So it's up to 28 cents now for BPMX. Gotta watch that one. TOPS and free fall, Andre. Man, yeah, big drop. So BPMX is testing that pre-market high at 29 cents. See if it breaks it here, or if it gives us that chance to break it at the open. That's what I would prefer. But yeah, TOPS. I think probably most of the shipping stocks are kind of in a free fall, right? DCIX dropping. Yeah, SHIP. I actually think TCS is a shipping stock, and so I don't know if I'm not sure. The Container Store. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. That might be a shipping stock. The Container Store. Yeah, RLOG dropping too. Is RLOG a shipping stock? Does anybody know? Because it's acting like one. MYO kind of trying to come back here. Alright, so BPMX broke that pre-market high. Like I said, I would rather have it not have broken this, so it kind of gives us that chance for it to break at the open. But it broke it nevertheless, and so, you know. Oh well, maybe it'll give us a good setup, maybe a 1 minute pullback or something like that. Up to 30 cents now. Big push. Up 10 cents, so 33%. Pushing up really nicely, a lot of volume. 112 shares traded in the last minute so far. 112,000, I mean. Up to 31 now. Yeah, HTGM, I mean, I'm going to watch it over 3. Volume kind of picked up a little bit in the last few minutes. Watching it over $3 as well as this 327 high. So watching it over both of those, see what it does. Needs to pick up a little bit more volume so it has some momentum. ONCS, watching it over 2 to see if it holds, and then over 244 if it breaks. Yeah, no problem, Astro. You from Houston, man? How about those Astros winning the World Series? Alright, so BPMX pushing over this pre-market high. Let's see if it drops back down. Flags up. See if I can find anything else moving before the open. Yeah, I use Yahoo Finance sometimes, Grant. I mean, I usually just use Thinkorswim just because it's free and it's, you know, it's a little bit better in my opinion for a free platform. But Yahoo Finance is nice too. I use it sometimes. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Sure. But yeah, MYO kind of reversing here. BPMX, I want to see if it holds support at that previous high at 29 cents. So I'm watching for that level. ONCS, I want to see it break over that previous support it had at about 224. Watching that one. MBI. Watching over this 940 level. As well as this 950 area after that. I probably won't get in this one if it breaks 940 just because it still has to break that 950. Could be resistance there, so we'll see. Yeah, BPMX gave some of that up. What's up, Black Monday? What's up, man? Alright, so HTGM is kind of testing $3 here before the open. We'll see what it does here. I wish I could trade IZEA. It's pushing up nicely. Not available in UStock though, but it's flagging really nicely, pushing up now with some volume up to 520, so we'll see. Alright guys, we got about a minute until open. Good luck everyone. Alright, so HTGM's at $3 now. We'll see if it can push and have some momentum. There it goes, 303. Picking up right before the open. See if it kind of gives it some room to break 327. See if it can run up to 350 after it does that. ONCS dropping all the way back down to that previous low right here at about 209, I think it is. Yeah, 209. HTGM up to $3. Watching that one. Alright, so here we go. Open just hit. MYO has a strong push up to 840. See if HTGM can hold over 3 now. MTCH, a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's having a push. DGLY. Yeah, we'll see if DGLY can follow through here and continue. BPMX kind of coming back. Trying to get over 28 now. To 29. Check out FRTA, guys. FRTA pushing up to 575 now. To 585. We'll see if it tests 6. 592. FRTA up to 595. Down to 590. Down to 583. Let's see if it kind of has a little pullback here, pushes over 6. Big drop, 570 now. Gonna watch that one, but don't like that big drop. HTGM washed out at the open. MBI, same thing. A lot of them washed out at the open this morning. ONCS as well. ENPH, ZNGA. ONCS just wash out longed. Man. Completely missed it. Check out ONCS, guys, pushing up. Up to 237. Beautiful washout long setup on the 1 minute. Completely missed it though. The entry here was after 220. TCS is kind of trying to come back here too. Alright, so I'm in ONCS with a small share size of 30. For a little micro pullback here, we'll see if it follows through. Goes up to 250. It's at 240 now. Really kind of struggled. Down to 230. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this one for about a $5 loss. Just too big of a drop here. I mean, it could hold support, but I didn't like it there. Gonna watch TCS now. See if we can get over this 480 level. Also, ENPH is kind of slowly grinding up. Let's see. ZNGA, I don't like it anymore. ENPH got rejected right at that pre-market high. Let's see if it breaks it here. It's trying. FRTA came all the way back. Crazy. All right, if this can get up to 481, I'm gonna hop in this one. I want to see it get up to 481. FRTA came all the way back after that big drop. And MBI as well. Let's see. I don't like these big upwicks on FRTA. We'll see though. Watching ENPH and TCS here. Kind of a wall, it looks like, at 480 for TCS. We'll see if it breaks. SDRL, MYO. Yeah, SDRL had a beautiful pullback here. Kind of creeping up. Appreciate it, Anthony. All right, so FRTA was pushing up nicely. It doesn't look like TCS could get over 480. Watching ENPH, it's still trying to break that pre-market high at 170. Although it has found some resistance there previously, so going to be careful with this one. Not the highest volume on ENPH, so we'll see. TNDM. TNDM. Missed it. Here's a beautiful 1 minute pullback here, but missed it. All right, so ENPH broke over that pre-market high for a split second, but then got bounced right back down. And so I don't know if I'll necessarily like the way that one's moving. TCS still trying to break that wall it had at 480. PT. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I like ENPH now. Not seeing a lot of follow through right now in the market. ZNGA. Yeah, it's still trying to break 4. It was trying to do that the last time I looked at it. We'll see if it gets some volume if it does ever break. ZNGA. Big drop on TNDM all the way down to the 250 area. All the way down to 243. Yeah, don't like that one anymore. Let's see. See if ZNGA can finally break that $4. Like I said, there's not a lot of follow through today, honestly, guys. Nothing's really following through. A little bit pushed right at the open, but everything's kind of been sideways for the last few minutes. OPHT. OPHT can pick up some. It needs to pick up and break this 283 high. We'll see though. DGSE, guys. I completely missed this one. I Up in a little bit early on this push. Probably chasing, but didn't get filled, I'm guessing. Oh, there's the fill. Man, I was about to cancel it. We'll see if it keeps pushing though. Up to 125. Back down to 122. 121. Let's see. If it drops any lower, I might just hop out of this one for a super small loss. 123. ZNGA's trying to break 4 here. Yeah, I think I was chasing DGSE a little bit, if I'm being honest with myself. The entry with this one should have been right here at 114. It didn't do that. I'm out. So a $2 loss. Yeah, I was chasing this one. Got out at the right time though. 117 now. OPTT. OPTT as well. Not a ton of range on this one, but we'll see what it can do here. Up to 126. LFCC maybe. ZNGA has a huge wall here. Look at this level 2. Big battle going on here in between the buyers and sellers. And DGSE with 100 shares. Looking back on it, I needed to use a little bit larger sizing from before, just because it had a little bit smaller of a range, and so I probably wasn't going to get much done with 30 shares. Although maybe I'll regret using this sizing. Fake out looks like. Yep. Man. Yeah, I might be done after that trade, guys. That's about $13 loss on these 2 trades. There's just not a lot of follow through. This big fake out here, it popped over this previous high and then immediately dropped. I just don't like that. I'm not going to force any more trades, so I might be done. I'll still go over what's moving in the market. But yeah, that's a decent sized loss for me for a $14 loss so far today. I think about 14. The last trade I lost about 8, 7 or 8. Then 6, so $13 loss, but big loss nevertheless, and it pushes right back up. Very tricky. DGSE. Yeah, there's just not a lot of follow through either, and so, you know, it's kind of tough to trade. DGSE's being really tricky. SPI maybe. I know it had a reverse split, but it's kind of starting to creep back up here. ZNGA never could get over 4. Gonna watch SPI over this 123 high of the day. Although this is a reverse split, I'm surprised it's even moving this much. I think Andre, you're the one that said ATOS. You're the one that said that it went over the price. Do you know what the price was on SPI? ATOS, yeah, good call. ATOS pushing up at 40 cents, 41 cents. ATOS at 40, a little bit over 41 cents now, 41.20, 42, pushing up a lot. $110. Yeah, so right here. Yeah, so it's right around there. It's just kind of bouncing back and forth. Appreciate it. All right, so ATOS up to 42 cents. 43. ATOS, guys, pushing up to 42 cents, 43 cents. Back down to 42. We'll see if it has a 1 minute pullback here. Or LOG. Yeah, it had a nice little rebound over $1. So we'll see. Watching ATOS here. ZNGA still trying to get over 4. Huge wall there. You can see it's at 399 now. It keeps getting rejected every time it tests it. Alright, so there goes SPI, guys. I might jump in this one. To 135. Alright, so I'm just going to set a stop loss there. This will be my last trade regardless of what it does. And then I'm done. We'll see if it can go in my direction. Yeah, ATOS couldn't follow through. There's just not a lot of follow through today. This is a rigged account, medical? How is it rigged, man? What do you mean rigged account? Explain that to me. How do I rig an account, bro? I lost $14 today. So if it was rigged, wouldn't I be having a green day on stream every day? I don't understand. And besides, I live stream until like 10:30 market time every morning. I don't know, bro. Whatever you say, man. All right, so ZNGA finally broke over $4. It's at 403 now. Broke that huge wall it had. Up to 404. 405. ZNGA. Yeah, I don't honestly, I'm very confused about that. A rigged account. How am I going to rig an account here? It's like today I'm down $14 and he's saying I'm rigged. It's like, wouldn't I be winning if I was rigged? You know? Makes zero sense. All right, so SPI is still sitting at 130. Yeah, I can. See, Medical was here the other day, you know? Like, Medical was here the other day, and he sounded friendly. I don't understand what he's talking about, though. It's like he doesn't explain himself. He just leaves. He might have taken a loss and then kind of, I don't know. Kind of happens a lot. Emotions kind of run wild when people are trading, you know? And so who knows, man? I just wish he would explain the comment. It just doesn't make sense. It's like I show my winners and my losers, and I lose sometimes on stream too, you know? And so it's like a rigged account makes zero sense. But hey, whatever makes them feel better. Up to 133. $135. There we go. 139. 144. There we go. See if we can break 150 now. It's doubtful, but we'll see if it can break. $145, $149. There we go. See if we can get over 150. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and exit there for about an $8 profit. All right, well, that makes me feel better about the day. I could have held, see if it could run up, but, you know, went ahead and took profits. Now I'm down about $5. No, I mean, he said it's a rigged account, meaning my account, I'm guessing. I don't understand how. I mean, I've said this is paper trading. I've said that multiple times, but I don't understand how I could rig a UStock account, you know. Man, I should have held SPI. I guess it wasn't rigged enough for me, you know. But man, up to 172 now and halted. Man, I shouldn't have sold. Good job, Andre. Appreciate it, Team Blue. But yeah, I'm just kind of confused about his comment. You know what I mean? It's like he says I'm rigged, and then he says that's why I turn off the stream so soon. But it's like I stream every day from like, let me see. I stream from 8:45 to 10:30. So I stream for 2 hours every day. That's longer than any other streamer on YouTube right now. And so it's like, It makes zero sense to me. I'm just confused by it. But it's okay. But man, I wish I would have held SPI. It got halted on the way up. My entry was like 128 or 129, I think. Maybe 130. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But man, that would have been a really nice gain if I would have just rode it up for that push. It most likely will resume. I'm guessing right under $2, but we'll see. Somebody is, Andre. They said it's a rigged game. I'm getting everybody hook, line, and sinker in here. You know. Especially since I'm charging everybody so much for everything, you know. But, yeah, I'm glad about that SPI trade. I mean, I took some profits. I made $8, but, you know, missed out on the much larger push, which seems to be my luck lately. But, oh well. Yeah, Anthony. See, a lot of traders do that, you know, because here's the thing, like, I'm not trying to act like an expert at all. I'm still a new trader. You know, yesterday I lost $2 and I didn't try to pretend like I didn't. I didn't act like I came back and, you know, had a green day. I lost $2 yesterday, not upset about it. You know, I let people watch me trade, win or lose, and sometimes I have losing days because that's trading. You know, you're going to have losing days, but a lot of the other streamers, I know one specifically that streams on YouTube. He really uses the DOS paper trading platform. He uses this, and he cuts off the stream right here. He cuts off the stream so you can only see half of the chart. Because if you're actually trading on SureTrader like he claims, you'll see SureTrader right here. And so he'll cut it off halfway through and just use the DOS paper trading platform. And then pretend he's having all these huge gains when really he's just picking and choosing and getting a profitable trade and then making a video about it on the DOS paper trading platform. And so, yeah, I just try to show people my real trades. I use tiny sizing, you know. I'm not trying to rig anybody or scam anybody. I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything like that, you know. 190 to 210 area. Yeah, it could. I mean, it could always drop. We'll see how lucky I was if it drops, you know. I think it'll probably gap up. Although this is a reverse split from last night. And so I think if it gaps up, it might resume at around around 190, 195 maybe. Let's hope it doesn't gap down. I mean, I'm not in it anymore, but usually when a stock's heading up and it gets halted, it usually resumes higher. Although DCIX and TOPS showed that that's not always the case yesterday. Right, Anthony. I think you probably do, bro. But yeah, he's just paper trading and he's pretending like I used to watch that guy stream and you know, when he started live streaming, he started taking these huge losses, these ridiculously huge losses, right? And then he all of a sudden decides to stop live streaming and he gives a ridiculous excuse for it. And then he says he's doing $1,000 challenge when really it was obvious he just lost most of his account trading and he only had a little bit of money left. And so conveniently, it's all of a sudden $1,000 challenge, right? And then he miraculously has nothing but green days with huge gains and turns $1,000 account into like a $10,000 account in a week or some craziness. You know what I mean? And now he's just using the DOS Pro paper trading platform. And so it's pretty obvious. If you're a trader, you can see that and be like, yeah, that's what's going on. But all these new traders, they don't know any better. And so they kind of just, they buy it hook, line, and sinker, if you know what I mean. Good job, Andre. All right, so it resumed, but not by very much. But it popped really quickly up to 190. Up to 205. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony, you probably do. It's obvious, man. It's just obvious, you know. And the ridiculous thing is, you know, people are going to start selling courses and all that stuff when they're not even profitable traders. You know, they are scamming people. You know what I mean? And that's why I just try to let people watch my trades. If I lose, great, you know. But if I win, even better. But You know, I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm just letting people watch me trade as a new trader so they could see what it's like as a new trader, you know. SPI pushing up really nicely up to 215. Wish I would have held, you know, but oh well. I took $8 profit. Not a huge gain, but definitely missed that one. I guess I wasn't rigged enough in this case with SPI, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any names, farts. You know, I'm not trying to hate on YouTubers. I just think it's kind of funny when I see a YouTube streamer do that. You know, I just think it's kind of funny. It's funny he would call me rigged on a losing day though. I think that's funny too. I mean, I'm down $5. I was able to make a little bit back on SPI, but this was a so far it's a losing day. I'm down $5. Yesterday was a losing day too. I lost $2. And so it's kind of a funny time to call me rigged right now, you know. SPI all the way up to 238. Man, I missed the boat with this one, guys. Gonna test 250 now. Awesome, awesome, Andre. Good job, bro. Yeah, farts. I'm not gonna say any names. You know, but the only reason I could tell he was paper trading is because I've traded on SureTrader as well as DOS. You know, and DOS looks exactly like SureTrader, except right here, SureTrader will say SureTrader right here, and it will be orange. And so if somebody's blocking out this top thing and then making all these crazy gain videos about making so much money, they're probably just paper trading, you know? Especially if they're blocking the top thing that says SureTrader, because there's no reason to block that unless you don't want people to see it doesn't say SureTrader right there, you know? Up to 253 now. $260. Man, I missed the boat with this one. My entry was $135. It's up over $1. Huge loss. Huge miss by me. No loss. I made $8, but missed the boat with it up to 261 now. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be halted again coming soon here. This is a ridiculous push on SPI. What sucks, though, is that I got in at the perfect time. I got in right here at 130, right before this big, massive push. And I rode it up to 150, and so I'm not mad at it or anything. I made 20-cent gain, you know. But, man, look at this huge push I missed. I got in right here, so the perfect entry, really. And then missed this huge push. Rode it up to right here. From here to here is where I rode it up, from here to here. And it had all this big push afterwards, so... yeah, I hope it doesn't get halted now. If it gets halted now, it will most likely resume much lower. Abby, I'm not sure. What do you, ONCS? Let me look at it. See, I don't want to tell you investment advice. I'm not an investment professional, you know. I'm not liable for any losses. You got to make your own assessment. But, I mean, I'll tell you what I would do, but I don't want to tell you any specific plan or anything like that just because I don't want to be liable for it. But, yeah, you know, if ONCS reverses, it would be when it breaks over this previous high here at 197. So if it breaks that, breaks two, it could start reversing, you know. But who knows? A lot of bear flags going on, big drops. So we'll see. Anthony, I'm using Thinkorswim for charting and UStock trade for trading execution. So this is UStock trade right here. It's a peer-to-peer broker, $1 commissions, $1 a month trading. Although it does have its problems. Sometimes fills are pretty bad. Sometimes fills can be bad. It doesn't have a lot of stocks. Like IZEA was a big mover this morning, and it doesn't have IZEA. You can see here, It's not available to trade. It's really tough to get limit orders filled on UStock because if it passes up your limit order, it takes a long time to go back to your transaction list, like here, cancel it, and then resubmit it. And so the stock could be going in the other direction by the time you finally cancel a limit order. And so UStock has its problems for sure, but it's worth it in my opinion just because the commissions are so cheap. I can use really small sizing. Yeah, like I said, Abby, ONCS, if it breaks over this 198 previous high of this bear flag right here and breaks 2, it could reverse, you know. I don't want to tell you an exact entry. This is just what I would do. Like I said, I'm not an investment professional. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. But we'll see. If it breaks this, breaks 2, could reverse here, start heading back up. RLOG breaking down big under $1. See if I could see anything else moving. SPI's dropping all the way back down under 2. FRTA's pushing up nicely. FRTA broke over 7. It's at 733 now. Got rejected at that $0.50 at 750. See if it kind of tries to make another push here. ZNGA broke over 4. Watching it over this 405 previous high. ONCS kind of slowly coming back here. We'll see if it breaks this previous high here as well as $2. SPI trying to come back at 207 now. NVCN kind of waking up a little bit, but it dropped all the way down to 160. ITUS kind of slow grind up. And SPI slow grind up too, up to 215, slowly coming back. ITUS finally broke over 3. Big push here, broke over that previous high. It's up to 311 now. I'd be careful for a fake out here though. It could fake out. Yep. Called that one out. ITUS faked out here. It could bounce back and come back up though, but kind of an obvious fake out on ITUS. Took too long to break that previous high. A lot of up wicks, down wicks, indecision. If I waited till the 2 mark, I probably would have profited. Um, I had 30 shares, so $15 more. If I would have held it to 2, if I would have held it to 250, I would have made another $30, and so I missed out a decent amount. Oh no, you're good, Anthony. Nice job, Andre. Yeah, I'm not. I probably won't get back in an SPI unless it shows some crazy volume and starts flagging. I doubt I'll get back in SPI. I made a little bit of money on it, missed the boat with it, but made some, and so I'm happy with it. ZNGA slowly grinding up here, testing that 405 high of the day. What's up, Miguel? Yeah, Miguel, you missed my first hater, man. I guess I'm not doing too bad. I've been streaming for I think over a month now, and he's really the first guy that I've really had that started hating on me a little bit. SPI up to 212. Yeah, ITUS was a fake out. I called that one. Been caught in that fake out too many times to not see it. SPI trying to break over that previous high at 215. I mean, I can't short on UStock, Anthony, and so I can't short it all I can do is long. ZNGA up to that 405 high of the day. ZNGA had a really nice push this morning. It just couldn't follow through with the $4 break, so we'll see if it can kind of rebound here and break 405. Pierre, so I have, when I first started my SureTrader account, I deposited and then I withdrew a small amount of money on it, and I got my money from SureTrader in about 6 days. Now, I've never ended up taking all of my money out of it. I think the withdrawal I did was about $300 just to test it, and so I did get that back in a few days, but I've never withdrawn more than 1,000 on there. I ended up losing my entire account on SureTrader, and so I didn't have any money to withdraw after all was said and done. But yeah, I mean, I've tested a withdrawal on there and got my money, but never withdrew my whole account. So correct, Anthony. Going long is when you buy shares hoping the stock goes up. If it goes up, you profit. If it goes down, you lose money. Shorting is when essentially somebody that owns shares that's going long loans you the shares and you keep the difference if it goes down. And so you sell the shares back to them for a cheaper price, thus profiting from the short, if that makes sense. All right, so ZNGA, it's just moving so slow here. I'm not going to get in that one. EXAS pushing up nicely. All right, so we'll see if anything else moves. Nothing I really like right now. Oh, NCS is trying to reverse here. That might be a decent play. Breaking over that previous high here. Let's see if it holds it as support now. ZNGA still trying to get over that high of the day at 405. Doesn't look like it's going to do it. Man, look at this wall on TCS. This thing has had this big wall at 480 all day. Look at this. Right at 480 all day. We'll see if it finally breaks. VICL breaking over the high of the day. See if the volume picks up here now that it broke, and see if it breaks that pre-market high. ZNGA still trying at that 405 break. I want to see the volume come in on this one. On VICL, see if it tests $2. All your base, I have a free chat room, bro. I'll put the link here. I mean, people stopped going to it as much since I started live streaming. But if you want the chat room here, check it out. I mean, it's not going to be, there's not a ton of people there. But I'll include the link here. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Hold on. Sorry. There you go. I mean, that's a free day trading chat room. There's not a ton of people there. That's my, I originally started a little free day trading chat room. It's 100% free. You don't even have to sign up. All you got to do is enter that one. But there's not a ton of people that go there anymore just because more people are watching the stream nowadays. My sweet spot share size for stocks under $3. A lot of times I'll get in with 30 shares, and if it continues to push up in my direction, I might add another 20 shares, making my full sizing 50. And then if it runs up a decent amount, just sell those, you know. Anywhere between 30 50 shares is usually what I try to do with stocks under $3. All right, so ZNGA finally broke that 405 previous high. How are the ladies in Texas, Dave? I mean, I'm married, bro, but they're pretty good, I guess, you know? I'm not from Texas. I'm from Louisiana, but I live right outside of Houston. Miguel, I've heard of Trade Zero, never used them before, so I can't really say if they're good or bad. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really pushing up like I wanted to, not a ton of volume. We'll see if Z and GA can follow through here, break over 409. Let's look at the daily on this one. Good daily. Broke over a lot of previous resistance it had at $4. That's probably why it took so long. It's just been moving so slow. I don't want to get in this thing and just hold it all day on Z and GA. Alright, so NVCN maybe trying to come back here, had a huge drop. Z and GA still trying to get over that 409 high of the day after breaking over that 405 level. Let's see. I don't see much else that I really like. CEI a little bit. CEI is pushing up. Couldn't hold over this previous high right here, so I don't like it as much as I would have if it would have held over 22, but we'll see. Maybe watching ENPH here to see if it breaks 177. Yeah, it doesn't look like SPI is going to continue. CDXC is kind of having like a slow grind up here. Not a lot of volume at all, but it's kind of grinding up, pushing up throughout the day. Right. I'm still gonna pay attention to SPI, Andre. You never know. It could make this big, massive rip up. Who knows? What's up, R Buck? You're from Louisiana too. Go Tigers, bro. Oh, you're from Alexandria, Buck? That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm from Baton Rouge. You're born in Texas too, Anthony? That's cool, bro. Yeah, I was pumped when the Astros won the other night. I've been living in Texas for about 10 years now, so Texas is my second home. ATOS? Yeah, ATOS is still struggling to get over that 43 high. A $5,000 UStock account, Philip? I mean, if you have a $5,000 account, maybe three to 400, 500, maybe three, four, 500. Like I said, I'm not an investment professional. That's just what I would use. If my account was 5,000, I'd probably use three, four, 500, shares per trade. Miguel, it's about 30 seconds delayed. It's not fully delayed usually. If it's more than that, maybe refresh your browser, refresh the stream, try it. Could work. All right, so ATOS still trying to push up to 43 cents. We'll see if it can break here. It's had a huge wall at 42.5 and 43 previously. We'll see if it can finally break here. SPI is down to all the way down to the 150s. Yep, wow. I'd be careful with it, Andre. Didn't you say the buy price for the reverse split was 110? So they may have pumped this thing up and already gotten out, so be careful. I mean, it could run. There's no telling, just be careful. All your base, I just like using price action. That's what I've had the most success with. Is just using simple price action. If I use too much indicators and studies, it just distracts me. And I like the VWAP, everything. I like the 9 and the 13 EMA, but I just like using price action. It's what I've been the most successful with, and so I'm down like $5 today. Yesterday I was down 2, but before that I had 4 or 5 profitable trades in a row. Before that, last week I think I had 1 losing day, maybe, or maybe I don't even know if I had a losing day last week. I might have. I don't know, but I know I had at least 4 profitable days. where I made small amounts of money, live streaming and calling the trades out when I first got into them. And so people can't say I'm lying with those, but or that it's rigged. But yeah, it's just what I've had the best luck with. All traders are different. Some traders like to use tons of studies. I just like to use price action, support and resistance. It's what works the best for me, you know. Nice job, Andre. Good trade, bro. And here's the thing, like this is the way I trade. Like I use a few different things. Like I use the pre-market break. I like the 1 minute pullback strategy, and those are really my two most profitable strategies. Everything else is kind of risky, in my opinion. Like especially, there's so many fake outs with flags, just conventional flag patterns. And I'm not saying they're not viable strategies, but there's so many fake outs with flag patterns. And just the most reliable two setups that I use are the 1 minute pullback as well as the pre-market high break. Especially if they can happen at simultaneously at the same time. If a stock breaks over the pre-market high, oh look, there goes ENPH. See, this could be a fake out here too though. But if a stock breaks over the pre-market high right after a 1 minute pullback, I like it when, in my opinion, if two strategies are going on and two setups are going on at the same time, then it's a much more reliable trade. Just because if you think about why technical analysis works in general, it only works because other people think it works. And so the more people that are watching for a specific strategy, the more momentum that setup's going to have. And so if two setups are going on at the same time, double the eyes are on those two setups. And so it'll have twice the momentum to push up in your direction, if that makes sense. And so I really try to look for two setups going on at the same time. But I've had my best luck at the open for sure. There's outliers like today. I lost a small amount. Yesterday, I lost even less. But, losing days are going to happen. And so, those are just what works best for me, pre-market high breaks and the 1 minute pullback. So that's usually what I try to stick to. Everything else is kind of hit or miss. Flags are kind of 50-50 in my opinion. You don't know if they're going to fake out or if they're going to continue to push up. And so, you got to use risk management well with flag patterns for sure. But Abby, there's no really telling. I don't want to tell you, the wrong thing. And so, it could here. I mean, it looked to have found some support at 183, but, there's no telling what it will do on ONCS. ENPH up to 180. Broke over that previous high at about 178. 20,000 shares, farts. Man. Yeah, I'm not sure, Abby. I've never used E-Trade before. But 20,000 shares, farts. You're in huge on that one. On ONCS. It's at 192 now. I mean, I'd be careful if it drops under 182. AG's kind of had a nice slow grind up today. The pattern just broke though with this big pullback here. Alright, so I'm watching ENPH to see if it holds over this previous highs right here at 175 and 76. Anytime there's a previous resistance, I always like to see it hold it as support if it does break over. So we'll see what ENPH does. GEVO had a big volume spike. Check that one out. Alright, so there goes ONCS pushing up to 196 now. Still trying, kind of forming a little channel here. Alright, so CEI pushing up really nicely here, guys. Missed the boat with this one too. Missed the breakout. Broke over this previous high right here. Beautiful push. ONCS over 2 now. But man, missed the boat with CEI. I was watching it earlier. Completely missed this breakout. ENPH just doesn't have the volume I really want it to if it kind of pulls back here. I just want to, if it breaks 180, the volume needs to come up substantially. ONCS got rejected at 2. There goes CEI and there goes ENPH, both breaking out at the same time. CEI's up to 26. I mean, I could buy a small share size of like 200 shares in CEI to see if it keeps pushing, but it looks a little bit overextended here now. ENPH got all the way up to 181. See, like I said, it did do this really nicely. Like I said, when it breaks over a previous resistance level, I want to see it come back down and hold it as support. And ENPH did that really nicely right here at about 175. You can see it came over, held it as support, and then made the push. I don't know if it will hold. It doesn't have the best volume. I mean, I don't know. This last candle had decent volume, but we'll see here. It's UStock trade, Anthony. UStock. Look, you can see right here, UStock trade. Like the letter U, stock, trade. Alright, so ONCS breaking over 2. Up to 205. It might run into resistance at 210, but There goes ONCS over 211. I'd be chasing it if I got in now, but a really nice push on it. Nice job, Abby. Nice job, Farts. Awesome job, bro. All right, so I got in CEI with 200 shares just because it had this little 1 minute pullback. We'll see if it follows through here. It's already extended a decent amount, and so I used a really small size relative to the price of it. That's why I like that 1 minute pullback strategy. We'll see if it can keep up, so it'll give me some gains on it. Up to 27.6, 27.9. There we go. 28. See if it follows through here. Give me a little bit more gain. 28.85. There we go. No. 28.5. We'll see if it tests 30. Came all the way back to 28. Yeah. We'll see if it can follow through here. Back down to 27. Yeah, I mean, I got in at the right time. Probably didn't use big enough share size. Big drop. It's going to start reversing here most likely. I'll get a little bit of time to bounce back up, but there's a little pop back up, back down to 26. It's trying. A lot of volume just kind of spiked in. We'll see though. Sitting right at 27 now, a little bit over 27. ONCS, there it goes, up to 215. Yeah, I just don't think I used quite big enough size to ride CEI up for a gain like I wanted it to. We'll see what it does here. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. See if it tries to get over 28 again. There it goes. Broke over 28 again. We'll see if it can hold this time. Testing that previous high of the day. It's trying to hold over 28. We'll see though. Back down under 27. Back over 28. We'll see if it makes this follow through to break this high of the day. It's already up a decent amount. I got in because of this 1 minute pullback here. And so if I used a little bit larger sizing, it probably would have been a little bit better trade for me. But we'll see if it holds support at this 28 level. CEI is still trying to come up. I don't know if it has the momentum it does. I'm just going to hold it until it's break even or a small loss to see if it continues to go. Might not have that momentum left. Volume's coming down. Well, let's see. Making a push for 28 again. Yeah, really struggling to stay over it this time. Yeah, look at that big buy order, or that big sell order at 28 cents. That's why. It could be fake though. That's what you always got to watch out for, is these fake level 2 orders. That one's obviously fake. I mean, it could still drop, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times when just a massive order like that comes on the level 2, they're trying to scare people away. Like that. Exactly. 2019, 29.25 up to 29.25 up to 29.87. See if we can get some follow through here. I'm gonna go ahead and sell here for a 550 gain. Or about a $5 gain, something around there. So I'm break even on the day after those last two trades. Right, but that's exactly my point. You saw how that huge order was on the level 2? It had like, I don't know, how like 700,000 shares. All right, I'll see you later. But no, I don't know if everybody saw that, but there was a huge order on the level 2, a huge sell order for like 700,000 or something ridiculously like that, 7 million. I don't know how much it was, but it was a huge order on the level 2 for a seller on the ask side. Okay, be very careful about level 2. These big professional traders will try to scare new traders out of the trade by flashing a huge number on the level 2 like that. Okay, and so you can see here on the level 2 that huge order came up. One with like 1,200 on the level 2 came up, so like a huge order of like over 1 million shares. And right after that order came through, it popped up immediately, right? So if that was a real order, it wouldn't have popped up like that. Like, they're just trying to scare people out. And so that's something I've learned in trading. Like, you have to be very weary of big, massive orders on the level 2. You know, especially you got to look to see what all the orders are. And if you see a ridiculously huge order, a huge number that makes no sense, that is way too big, then it's most likely fake, and it's most likely another trader trying to scare you out so they can buy it at a better price, or trying to pump the price up. Like, he might have been trying to short it, and so he was trying to scare people to sell so the stock would drop, or he might have been trying to buy it at a cheaper price, and so that's ultimately the reason why. But I ended up holding firm with that one, letting it work for me a little bit, and you know, I missed some profits here for sure, but I was able to come back with that last one, have a break-even day on those last two trades. And so I'm probably done for the day. Looks like I sold a little bit too soon. Happened the same thing with SPI, but I'm happy with those two trades. Break-even day for me, so can't get too upset about it. I was down $13, $14 at one point, and so I'm glad I was able to come back and kind of break-even day now. Definitely sold too soon on CEI, but it's okay. If you want to know the reason I bought CEI for that trade, I bought it right here after this 1 minute pullback. And I consolidated, but it held over it, and so missed the boat with it for sure, but made some money on it. Was able to come back, have a break-even day today. It might be because I'm rigged, you know, who knows, but ONCS pushing up really nicely as well. You can see CEI is labeled limited liquidity on UStock. If you're asking about UStock, this is one of the biggest problems with UStock, is that since it's a peer-to-peer broker, sometimes they don't have another end of the trade, and so they'll label it limited liquidity. When this happens, you can only get in with a limit order like this or like this, you know, however you want to do it, and then buy. But limit orders are a little bit more risky. I just try to stay away from them. But huge push on CEI all the way up to 39 cents. I would have been up about $20 on this trade if I would have held it for the rest, about $25 if I would have held it all the way to 40 cents. But hey, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. My last two trades have been profitable trades. Now it's a break-even day. So I'm probably done, guys. With that said, it is almost 11 o'clock market time. I mean, here's the thing. It's all theory, So Miguel and farts, it's all theory, you know. Some people love using the level 2, some people hate using the level 2, and neither of them is wrong. You know, you can be profitable without using the level 2, and you can be profitable using the level 2. And so nobody's really wrong. Everybody has their own style of trading. And so, you know, you just got to stick to what works for you. If you like using the level 2 and it works for you, great. If you don't like using it, you know, and you're still profitable, great too. You know, it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own style. You know, some people like using lots of studies, everything like that. Some people like using level 2, some people don't. You know, I don't use any studies except for price action, you know. And I've been consistently profitable for the most part the last 4 months. And so, I mean, I don't use any studies, but some people love using studies and it works for them and they're profitable too. So, you know, you can't really say which one's better. You know, it's all you got to find what works for your personality, you know. I use the level 2, but my way to use the level 2 is you know, if all the numbers are right around here, like I use it to see if there's a wall. You know, if there's a bunch of people on the ask and there's a huge wall, I'll be a little bit more weary about it. But if I just see one huge order on the level 2 when all the other ones are small, my assumption is that it's a fake order or it's somebody just trying to scare people out of the trade. And so I kind of ignore that. But if there's a big wall, you know, I'll take that into consideration. But, you know, some people don't use it at all. It doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong. You know, if they're profitable, they're profitable. You can't really get mad at somebody for just doing what works for them, you know. Yeah, Miguel, I've heard of Japanese candlestick charts. I have the ebook for it. It's a decent book. Right. I mean, like I said, level 2, like, here's a good example. This 506 order, that's most likely fake, you know, and so it probably could bounce right here, you know. It just depends. And so an order like that is obviously fake. Usually you know, if there's a huge sell order, the buyers will chip away at it and then they'll just remove it and they'll cancel the order. And so it's usually just meant to scare people out. But if there's a big wall, like there's multiple sellers using multiple like big sizing, like here's a little bit scarier. There's 2 big orders, but if there's multiple people having multiple, you know, big orders, then I take it into consideration. But if it's just one big massive order and all the other orders are tiny, then I think it's a fake out, you know. And you can see now it's popping up a little bit on CEI after that big sell order. That's right, Anthony. It's all in what works for you, bro. Nice job, Andre. 0.39990. Nice exit, bro. I think I got out at 30 cents. I think I got in this one at about 26 cents. So a very small profit, but I'm happy with it. I was able to come back. I was a little worried this morning. I had 2 or 3 losing trades in a row. But my last 2 trades made it break even on the day. And so I'm happy with that. But yeah, guys, it's 11 a.m. Yeah, UStock, they didn't feel you right, Andre? Talk to him about it, man. Message him. But yeah, guys, it's almost 11, or it's past 11, actually, market time. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I'm ending it soon, and I'm shady and what did he call me? I'm rigged, and so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, you know, because I haven't had it up for very long. But be sure to come check out our live stream tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. I go over what's moving in pre-market and then trade my small account live at the open. So come check that out, guys. If you haven't already, everybody do me a personal favor and click the like button on this stream. We definitely appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in the market for the rest of the day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And like I said, good luck, guys. Thanks for watching.